You know, sometimes working on these cars, I get bored. And when I get bored, I go shopping. I know this isn't a British car, but really, who could resist this face? This is a 1981 Mercedes-Benz 380 SL convertible. I was out walking the dog one morning, a while back, and I noticed this guy had a line of cars in his driveway, and they're all under car covers. So one day, I happened to run into the gentleman, and I asked him about the cars under car covers, and he has 5 Mercedes. This one was the one in front, the head of the line, so to speak, because it had a mechanical issue in 2012, and he had some issues going on and didn't have the money to fix it, and it sat, and it sat, and it sat some more until now, 12 years later, it's in my driveway. Let me start by saying this is what happens when the car sits under a car cover for 12 years. This kind of mold and corrosion. Also, what happens is this car is on my rollers because I can't straighten out the wheels. The wheels are turned to the right, and I put it on the rollers so I can move the car, hopefully into the garage here after I wash it. The key goes into the ignition, but it won't turn. And, you know, by moving the steering wheel, it does not turn. Ironically, this key goes into the glove box, and it also does not turn. If anybody can tell me why that is, I'd be really grateful. So getting the steering wheel to turn is going to be one of my first priorities. That being said, I don't know much about these cars other than what I read on Wikipedia. It's I believe an R107 chassis. It's a 3.8 liter V8 automatic transmission, and it's a convertible. The top comes off, and there's a convertible top that is supposedly in good shape. Well, it was in good shape 12 years ago, the last time it saw daylight. So let's take a look at the inside of the car, because I know you're just dying. You know, this is something I find really interesting, okay? So, like I say, this car's been sitting 12 years, okay? There's the door. I'm gonna slam it. Look how nice it locks. That's Mercedes. Looking inside, the interior of the car is blue, and there is a soft drink. The seats seem to be in pretty good condition. There's some mildew and mold on the interior. Looking behind the seat, there's our back. The carpet looks nice. We've got some damp rid in the car. There's the magic handle. I do know about those because years ago I had a 450 SL. The convertible top is back here. This carpet seems to be a little faded, a little sun damage, I think, maybe. Let's see. Okay, I'm in the car now. We have a little problem here with our visor. It seems like the end is broken. I'm not sure how this works, but I think I'm going to be learning about a Mercedes. Whatever holds the top in there is a little rusty. Our little light bulb here needs some love. We got a rear view mirror, dashboard. The windshield, the glass is very nice. There's no cracks or dings. There are a couple of issues with some cracks in the dashboard, but the dashboard is nice. The wood is absolutely perfect, so it seems in here. This is not, of course, the original radio. The glove box is got some stuff in it. I guess we could go through that and see what we have. But it opens and closes. That's a plus. Well, now I'm sitting on the driver's side, and I can look over here inside the door, and I can see there's some mildew on the door card. But the door card, it's in nice shape. It's just, everything in the car is just dirty, and you know, there's a little bit of rust on everything. I don't even know what that is. I'm afraid to move things. Yeah, that's oh, that's for, looks like a speaker for like a telephone or something. Obviously an aftermarket, because I don't think they had telephones in 1981. The dashboard, how many miles? 128,034. And ironically, the trip odometer says 123. Funny. I have no idea if these gauges will work. We have cruise control. We have the light switches. Again, the dashboard is in very good condition. Steering wheel, it doesn't seem like there's anything eaten away on it. This might clean up really nice. No battery in the car. So there you go. Down here, some of the carpets are faded a little bit, but the carpets are very nice. The door threshold looks very nice. Again, there's rust. Everything is rusty. Again, 12 years in the Pacific Northwest rainy season, which pretty much goes from Halloween until Memorial Day. Starts raining on Halloween, stops sometime around Memorial Day. I think the car is in excellent condition. One thing I did notice, the clear coat seems to be coming off here around the trunk, and up here around the top you see the clear coat is separating. So we'll address that one of these days. We got to get it running. I figure I'll wait till it's running and then worry about the peripherals. Here we have the trunk lock is missing, but I do have a finger. So if I push that in there, I think if I can, there, I think I unlocked it. Oh, I did. And look, there's a stick in here, and that stick is to hold up the trunk. I wonder if that's the factory stick. In any case, here's the cover. There is no battery in here, but that's the cover for the battery, I guess. This is the carpet, and take that out. Oh, look at the goodies we have in the trunk. We have the official Mercedes-Benz Fix-All tool. There you go. This appears to be like the original radio, perhaps. I don't know what kind of radio was in here, but that looks like 1981 vintage. Oh, maybe this is the original radio. No, that doesn't look 1981 vintage, especially since it's in a Car Toys box. That looks like the box for the radio. Oh, we have an extra steering wheel, and some other stuff. We have cassettes. I'll have to return those to the owner. Security and lock. Security safe and lock. License plates. And these are all personal items I'll return. So that's it. I don't want to get digging around in there too much, but I'm sure that there's a spare tire under there, and hopefully a jack. Finally, let's take a look here at our 3.8 liter Mercedes-Benz W107. No, it's R107 or W107? I think it's an R107. Anyway, 3.8 liter V8. Again, this has been sitting under a tarp, under a car cover, in a driveway in the Pacific Northwest for 12 years. So, there's some stuff going on there. I have no idea what that is, if that's from rats. Oh, there's spark plugs and spark plug wires, coolant and window washer, rubber hoses that'll all have to be replaced. Spark plug wires will all have to be replaced. The belts, yeah, all those belts are going to have to be replaced. I'll have the radiator taken out, boiled out. There you have it. There's the engine in our 380 SL. And the hood works. It opens and closes. That's a plus. Okay, so it's 2 weeks later. Where are we? What's going on with this Bavarian bombshell? Okay, well, I got a key when I bought the car. The key did not fit any locks on the car, yet the owner swears this is the key that doesn't fit any locks. So I went to Mercedes, a absolutely real Mercedes-Benz dealer. Lots of nice cars there. I went in there with my title and my identification, and they made me a key based on the VIN number. And yes, I checked the VIN number on the car with the one on the title when I bought the car. They match. They made me this key. I was very excited. I came home. It did not open the door. It did not open the trunk. It did not open the glove box. And most importantly, it did not open or turn the ignition. Without the ignition turning, I can't straighten out the tires. I can't do anything until I can get the ignition to turn. If the ignition is damaged to where it will never turn, I don't know what to do. I have to cut it out. I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But right now, I don't know. So here's what I'm going to do. I found a locksmith. Now, this guy does not just make duplicate keys. He will make a key for a lock that doesn't have a key. Just what I need. He makes keys for all of these fun cars, and right there it says Mercedes. So this is the door handle for the driver's side door of the Mercedes 380. This is the glove box lock for the Mercedes. The key I got did not fit either lock, okay? So what I did is I brought these locks to Justin of Just Cars. Here's Justin, and he's gonna tell me how he made a lock, how he made a key to fit this lock. And hopefully that key is gonna fit the ignition. So what do we got here, Justin?
So this is an old, antiquated Mercedes system. It's a Mercedes S50HF keyway. And so what we did was we picked and decoded the driver's side door lock with what they call a original Lishi tool. And then once we decoded the lock, we were able to cut these keys, and they worked immediately pretty much. We just had to spray a little bit of the gunk out, and then good to go. Hopefully it'll work the ignition.
Hopefully it'll work the ignition. And just so you know, Justin works out of his van and will come to repair your car when you lose the keys. Here is the door handle installed on the car. There's my new key. It locks the car and it unlocks the car. Here is the lock reinstalled on the glove box. It will lock and unlock the glove box. Yay. Here is our ignition. I took the chrome ring off. Here is our new key. We put the key in the ignition and we try to turn it. Guess what? I've been wiggling and jiggling and wiggling and jiggling for 2 days, and the key will not turn the ignition. What do we do now? I don't know what I'm going to do with this car. I know I'm going to clean it and go through it, go through the brakes, go through the cooling system, try to get it running, and then drive it. Oh yeah, it's going to need brakes and tires and a lot of work. But what the heck? Bringing cars back from the dead is what I do. So I'll keep you up to date on the old Mercedes. Thanks for watching Robert's British Cars, and maybe one German one.